Devin Haney, quote, "It's funny how tables turn. Now I'm the undisputed champ."
I mean, it just jab at the champ. He know who the real champ is. That's why he's, you know what I mean?
Do you think a Tank Davis-Devin Haney fight will happen?
If it get down to it, I'm definitely winning the fight. I'm winning the fight for sure.
The rivalry just reached a whole new level. Gervonta Tank Davis has finally responded to Devin Haney in a live interview, delivering a direct message that has boxing fans buzzing. Let's make the fight happen. Is the long-awaited super fight finally on the horizon? Gervonta Tank Davis made it clear that he's looking to finalize his next fight as soon as possible. He added that he's ready to see what's really good, signaling that he'd rather settle the rivalry inside the ring than keep exchanging words. Tank Davis added that door PL. "I'm trying to see what's really good." Devin Haney wasted little time responding. He immediately welcomed the challenge, making it clear that he's ready to face Gervonta Tank Davis and move the long-discussed showdown one step closer to becoming reality. Devin Haney replied, "Dorp, let's go." Adding even more fuel to the fire, Devin Haney claimed that Gervonta Tank Davis and his team had finally reached out to begin discussions, suggesting the long-awaited matchup could now be closer than ever. Devin Haney added, "I think Gervonta grew some balls. His team reached out. We might just end up fighting." The excitement didn't last long before another disagreement surfaced. Gervonta Tank Davis fired back at Devin Haney, rejecting the proposed weight and insisting Haney wasn't in a position to dictate the terms. Tank also took aim at Haney and his father, claiming that if Haney wanted the biggest payday of his career, he would have to accept Tank's conditions. Tank Davis responded, "Want to come in 165? You not in the driver's seat. It's your dad you talking about. If you want to get the biggest purse of your career, you do his music, I say, bitch." Those comments quickly drew a response from the Haney camp. Bill Haney pushed back against the claims, insisting that no one has ever attempted to negotiate a rehydration clause with him and maintaining that such a demand has never been part of their discussions. Bill Haney added, "Effin' Zena. Nobody has ever attempted to negotiate a rehydration clause with me. Not now, not ever." Expanding on that, Bill Haney revealed that discussions about a potential fight with Gervonta Tank Davis have been genuine, saying his conversations with Al Heyman have made the matchup feel increasingly realistic. He also dismissed talk of dehydration or rehydration clauses, insisting the fight should take place under fair terms, while indicating that the agreed weight would be no lower than 144 pounds.
Consider this as real. Me and Al have had discussions. That's made it even more real. Never has anyone said anything about any dehydration, rehydration, or anything for that matter. So I think that it should be, and what it should be, is a fair fight. And that weight is to be determined. But it won't be anything under 144 pounds for nobody.
Despite the growing optimism, Bill Haney acknowledged that there is still one major hurdle. He suggested that the biggest challenge may be convincing Gervonta Tank Davis to officially step into the ring, rather than actually facing him once the fight is signed. At the same time, he emphasized that he still has plenty of respect for Tank and his team.
I think that's going to be the hardest part for Debo to get him in the ring than to actually be in the ring. And I think more people are starting to understand that maybe Bill Haney might have a little bit of truth to it by the confidence that we've shown about it. But ultimately, I have a lot of respect for him and that.
Not everyone, however, is convinced the fight is actually close. Tim Bradley remains skeptical about the recent wave of speculation surrounding a Devin Haney-Gervonta Tank Davis showdown. He questioned the reported weight negotiations and pointed to Davis's lengthy layoff, arguing that the fight still doesn't appear imminent.
Hearing the talk. Stop the cap. Come on now. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, man. Another distraction. That's all it is. What weight they gonna fight at? Thought Tank was small. What weight? 140? Not gonna happen. Tank gonna go to 47? What weight? Like, this don't even make any sense. Tank been out of the ring, how long? Almost a year and a half? Come on, and he gonna come back and face Haney? Stop.
Professionals, while calling Gervonta Tank Davis a rare generational talent. According to Hearn, the biggest unknown is which version of Tank ultimately shows up, because a fully focused Davis is capable of beating anyone. He added that the winner would take a major step toward becoming one of boxing's music biggest stars.
The Haneys start with 50-50. And then we can work from you standing strong down. That's how all negotiations happen. Now, do I think it's a 50-50 fight? Yes and no. Financially, obviously not. I would never see Tank Davis as an undercard. Never. But merit-wise, it's 50-50. Because Tank, where you been? Your last fight was a draw against Lamont Roach coming up. Debo's became another division champion and been fighting and putting in work. Times Square cards and big time right? So merit-wise, it's...
Tim Bradley urged both sides to stop talking and simply make the fight happen. When asked for his prediction, Bradley sided with Devin Haney, explaining that he favors the more active fighter. He pointed to Haney's size, boxing ability, and recent activity as the factors that give him the edge over Tank.
I mean, look, you just don't know how Tank's going to come back. When did he last fight?
March against him.
So a year and a half? I mean, longer time he gets, say the fight happened in November, December, like a year and a half. And he's been through a lot. But Tank is an unbelievable
voice. Colonel Moten offered a slightly different perspective, believing the outcome depends heavily on the agreed weight. He feels Tank would hold the advantage at 135 because of his physical strength and punching power, but views the fight as much closer at 15 or 40. Moten also noted that if Tank doesn't land his trademark power shots, Haney has the skills to build an early lead and protect it over the championship rounds.
Just make the damn fights. That's it. Make the fights. Surprise us sometime. Please surprise us. Dang it. Less talking, more action. But that's my take on that fight. You want to know who I think would win if they were to fight? Devin Haney. Ooh, Tim, you crazy. Tim, you crazy. Ain't no way he gonna beat Tank Davis. Ain't no way. Tank got too much power for him. Tank this, Tank that. What about Dev? Dev been active. Dev been busy. I'm going with the more active fighter. The one that's been busy. That's who I'm going with. The bigger fighter. The guy that can box. That's who I'm...
Negotiations with Tank continue. Devin Haney has also made it clear that another blockbuster fight remains high on his list. Haney insists he's willing to face Shakur Stevenson at any weight if it means finally making that matchup happen. Whenever you decide to come to my weight class, let's do it. I'll fight your brother Keshin for now. Shakur Stevenson wasn't impressed by Haney's public challenge. He argued that real negotiations take place behind closed doors rather than on social media, and suggested the online exchanges were simply another attempt to create headlines. Stevenson remained confident that if they eventually meet in the ring, he'll prove exactly who the better fighter is. Shakur Stevenson responded, "This the same thing y'all pulled with Raleigh. All these fake public negotiations, real negotiations happen offline. I'm the truth you will see when you get in front of me." Haney refused to let that slide, accusing Stevenson of avoiding the fight altogether. Devin Haney replied, "You are scared to death." Stevenson answered right back by questioning whether Haney had ever actually signed a contract with his name on it, implying that the public comments don't reflect what's happening behind the scenes. Shakur added, "You signed a contract with my name on it." The ongoing exchange also sparked plenty of debate among boxing personalities. Showbiz the Adult argued that Haney's team is actively pursuing the Stevenson fight because it represents a major financial opportunity. Referring to reports associated with the ring, he claimed Haney was willing to meet Stevenson.
Right.
That's Devin's decision, so
Right.
The analyst argued that Devin Haney is at his best fighting at 147 lbs, where his added size, strength, and athleticism become much more effective. While acknowledging that Shakur Stevenson may be the more polished technician, he believes Haney's natural physical advantages at welterweight could ultimately play a decisive role in determining how the fight unfolds.
Assuming it was His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh who wanted that fight. But this article was released by Rant, who is owned by His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh.